a nationwide investigation that has been carried out by Republic TV with regards to the claims that have been made by the Waqf board. Now, BJP parliamentarian from Bengaluru South Tejasvi Surya has slammed Karnataka Minister Zaheer Ahmad Khan, saying the minister has started a Waqf court and the Congress party is supporting this machinery. Let me just put this into perspective for all our viewers who are tuning in right now. The big story really emerging from the state of Karnataka, where you've had villagers from one particular district up in arms raising concerns about how land, roughly about 15,000 acres, were allegedly usurped by the Waqf board. The allegation that was levelled further was that the Congress legislator, also considered to be a close aide of Karnataka Chief Minister, openly backed the claims of the Waqf board, indicating that if the villagers are unable to provide any document, the land would automatically go to the Waqf board in Karnataka. Now, this was backed by his cabinet colleague MP Patil, and now the BJP in the state of Karnataka has opposed the move. Listen in to what the parliamentarian had to say.
Minister for Minorities and Waqfs in Karnataka, Zaheer Ahmad Khan, has started these Waqf Adalats. In these Waqf Adalats, he is instructing the revenue authorities, including the deputy commissioners in districts, to register lands that the Waqf board has claimed to be its own. And in many instances, especially in Vijaypura district, hundreds of acres of land belonging to farmers are now being registered as Waqf properties. And this is a very serious attempt at encroaching farmers' lands, properties that farmers have been they have inherited, have been tilling from generations together. And the Congress government in Karnataka is actively providing support through the state machinery for this encroachment. Even yesterday, hundreds of farmers from Vijaypura met me. They have shown documents where the mutation register has been changed just over the last week upon the instructions of the minister from the name of the farmers to the Waqf board. And this has been done without affording an opportunity of hearing to the farmers, without a notice being issued by the revenue authorities. This is clear and pure abuse of process. This has to be condemned. The Bharatiya Janata Party will fight tooth and nail to protect the interests of farmers in Karnataka.
Well, in fact, a day after your channel exposed a sinister Waqf plan to usurp farmers' land in Congress-ruled Karnataka, a similar story has basically unfolded up north in Uttar Pradesh. Now, it was alleged that the Waqf board, which calls itself the custodian of land and properties, which it claims were donated for philanthropic ends, has laid claim to multiple plots and properties in Lucknow, including a temple that was dedicated to the worship of Lord Shiva. Now, essentially, ladies and gentlemen, just to give you a snapshot of the investigation that has been carried out, what is witnessed in Karnataka is not an isolated case. Similar cases have come up in other states, for instance, in Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and even in Jammu. Now, this report, where you see, once again, the Waqf have essentially made a bizarre claim that a temple land essentially belongs to them. And in most cases, in this too, they do not have any evidence to back their claim. Here is a report coming in from Lucknow.
After farmers in Karnataka alleged pressure from the local administration to register land with the Waqf board, a similar story has come to light in Uttar Pradesh. It is alleged that the Waqf has claimed multiple land chunks and properties in Lucknow. According to sources, the properties for which the Waqf is claiming ownership rights includes a Hindu temple. The Lal Shivalay Kubre Baba temple is situated in Lucknow's Sadatganj Mamala. Locals have claimed the temple, which has been in existence for more than 250 years, is now on the radar of the body that calls itself the custodian of land and properties donated by the Muslim brethren for charity.
It's a very surprising story in Lucknow where 250 years old temple is being claimed by a Waqf board. They are telling it is their property. It's been from 250 years old temple, and the important part is that local residents, they are very aggressive on this. They are telling that they are watching this temple from their childhood. They have heard stories from their forefathers about this temple. There used to be Kubre Baba who used to do worship over there. He established that temple. That's the story we are getting from the local resident. But now after 2060, suddenly Waqf board started claiming its own property to that land. That's what local residents are saying. They are telling they are very angry on this. They are very upset with this. And even the important most part is that the Muslim family who went against Waqf board to the court to establish that's not a Waqf board's property, but it's a property of Hindu temple. They are fighting this case against Waqf board. So this is a very surprising story happened against the Waqf board in Uttar Pradesh.
Locals allege that the plot on which the temple stands was sold to departed gangster turned politician Mukhtar Ansari's wife Afsa Ansari in 2016. They claimed some plotting activity was carried out after the transfer of land, but the matter has since been in court pending arbitration.
ये तो सिर्फ शिवालय का ही मंदिर है।
आप बताएं, आप क्या कहेंगे इसके लिए?
ये बहुत पूर्वजों की तरफ से हमारे चला आ रहा है मंदिर, और इसमें वक़्फ़ का कोई सवाल ही नहीं उठता है।
हमको तो ये मैम सर अभी कल ही मालूम हुआ, मोहल्ले वाले बता रहे वक़्फ़ है वक़्फ़ है। वक़्फ़ कुछ नहीं है, जिंदगी भर से देख रहा हूँ मंदिर में पूजा हो रही है, पूजा पाठ होती है, कोई भी त्योहार होता है, सब इसमें 5-6 मंदिर बने हुए हैं। सब भैरव जी का मंदिर, काली जी का मंदिर, दुर्गा जी का मंदिर, हनुमान जी का मंदिर, इतने मंदिर हैं। हम अपने बचपनों से देख रहे हैं, मेरे बाप दादा देखते आ रहे हैं, बाबा तक की हमारे बाप यहाँ आते थे जब बैठते थे, भंडारा होता था। मैं बचपन में इसमें भंडारा खाया हूँ। ये कोई वक़्फ़ की संपत्ति नहीं है, हिंदू समाज की धार्मिक संपत्ति है।
Earlier, your channel had exposed a potential land grab by the Waqf in Karnataka after several farmers alleged pressure to give up land they had rightfully owned and tilled for generations. Amid the Waqf's bid to lay claim to properties on a whim, the anxious question crossing several minds is, what's next on their radar?